To create the report All Student Goals using SpEd Forms, what you're going to do is first go to your dashboard and look for the Educator Reports in the hamburger menu over on the left side. Once you select that in the upper right-hand corner, you'll see Quick, which is a link to our Quick Reports. Click on that, and you'll get a new list of reports that you can run. We're looking for the All Student Goals from your list of reports. You can click the star so that you can access it quicker later, but once you click it, it's going to do a long search. You'll see this offline report loading, and it'll take quite a while to do it. Once the report is finally loaded up, you'll see a line of checkboxes near the middle top of the screen, and you can uncheck those if you don't want those columns present in your report. Typically, you know that you're the case manager and you know what your school is, so you can reduce those. Once you have all the columns as you want them, you're going to go up to the top above that where it says All Students Goals.csv. That's comma separated values. We're going to download our report that way. This makes it accessible as a spreadsheet. There's a slight workaround we have to use by uploading it into Google. So you add a new file once you find the folder that you want to have it in. It'll bring up a dialog box, and you'll want to be in the downloads and find your report there. Then once it uploads it, you need to right-click on the folder, hover over Open With, and then select Google Sheets. Here, you'll be able to see your report in Google Sheets and do things like hide columns that you want hidden. You will also probably want to look at the goals column, which is kind of narrow to see all the goals. So if you right click on it, you can go to Resize Column. I found that using about 500 pixels is about the right size to have this column. Click OK, and you'll see that it's a decent width. You'll then want to go up with it still selected and pick the wraparound selection so that your text wraps within the cell. The objective cell, we're going to want to do something very similar to it by resizing the column to 500 and wrapping the text in them. You can see that it goes off the side of the report here, but when we go to print, we don't want that text to continue on forever. So we want to kind of limit the size of that cell. After we've wrapped the text in it, some other things that you could do are selecting the remaining columns, and if you right click, you can resize it so that it fits the data. It's going to use the column heading as the size that it's going to do, but that just kind of makes it so you can see everything. One final thing that we want to check is taking the first row, and if you go up to your view, you can pick freeze the first row. This way, when you have long sheets of goals, you'll be able to see all of them and drag that. I also have included at the end here a few tips that you can use to help organize. You may want to pause the video so that you can read these tips if you're interested in them.